So this was a bit unexpected, and I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Welcome everyone, my name is Musical Joker, and today we got some unexpected news about Lupin III's latest adventure. Here we have another Versus film special, just like we had Versus Detective Conan and Versus Sherlock Holmes in part 6. This is Versus Cat's Eye. Now, before I talk about why I'm worried about this special, despite me still being excited for this, I want to introduce and talk about who is Cat's Eye exactly, especially since this is not only acting as a Lupin 50th anniversary special, but also as their 40th anniversary special as well. Here we have Hitomi, Rui, and Ai. They are the Kisugi sisters, otherwise known as Cat's Eye, which is the same name as the manga. Cat's Eye, a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Tsukasa Hojo, was serialized in Weekly Shonen Jump from 1981 to 1985 with a total of 18 volumes. The series followed the escapades of the three Kisugi sisters, who are notorious art thieves stealing art that belonged to their long-lost father, Michael Heinz, a famous art collector during the Nazi regime. While art thieves by night, by day they live a double life as they run a cafe called Cat's Eye, as they constantly avoid the police and Hitomi's fiancé, Toshio Utsumi, a young, clumsy police officer who is tasked in investigating the Cat's Eye case. The series was a big success, and still is, as it sold over 20 million manga copies, making it one of many Weekly Shonen Jump's best-selling manga. This resulted in a remake manga that was produced from October 25th, 2010 and finished in January 25th, 2014 with 8 volumes, an anime series called Cat's Eye, which was produced in July 11th, 1983 and ended in March 26, 1984 with 36 episodes, and a second season called Cat's Eye 2, which aired from October 8th, 1984 to July 8th, 1985 with 37 episodes. Now to the plot of this special, as follows thanks to Anime News Network. The anime will be set in Cat's Eye's original 1980s time period. The Cat's Eye sisters are again aiming to steal 3 paintings that once belonged to their father, but this time, Lupin is after the same catch. But the paintings will also reveal a long-buried mystery. I personally think that Cat's Eye is a fantastic choice to use as a crossover versus anime film due to both sides being thieves, and they share a similar trait, which is leaving calling cards before stealing. This is what I wanted for a Versus special for such a long time. Even the joke of Lupin versus Kaito Kid in one of the Detective Conan specials is still a fever dream for me, and I'm still holding out for it, but I know it won't ever happen. Compared to Conan and Sherlock, this isn't a cops and robbers situation. This is 2 separate thief groups going head to head for the same treasure. I had big complaints regarding the Versus concept previously in my other Lupin videos, which you should definitely check out, and the reason being is that it never felt like it was an actual Versus between Lupin and guest character. No real sense of rivalry or tension that builds up for them to duke it out. It plays the idea too safely and just acts as like a normal crossover instead of a Versus, which isn't very interesting. I do expect Lupin and Cat's Eye to work together towards the end, but I would really love some competition between the 2 groups. Something I'm also a bit wary on though is the art style. This is Lupin like we've never seen him before, just like how Lupin the First was the first Lupin 3D CGI animated film. Although they are similar in being the first set of films to have a CGI art style, that does not mean I am comparing one to each other. This upcoming film is entirely different from the Lupin the First movie. The Lupin the First movie went for a more cartoonish and, kinda weird to say this, a realistic CGI art style. And I'm looking at you, handsome Jigen. The first has far more detail and shine on the characters, and you can see the individual hair strands on Lupin's head, the shine and cloth and material look to his jacket, while this style is more akin to their anime style, just given a CGI coat of paint. It'll be annoying for me that people will compare these, but it is 2 different CGI art styles nonetheless. And although I am skeptical of how well this will turn out, as I'm not a big fan of this kind of art style, I will gladly go in with an open mind and try something new to see how the art style lands and see if it enhances the experience of the film. The trailer itself just gives a little taste of what will be going on, which is the action that the movie will offer, such as Lupin shooting at one of the Kisuki sisters and saying Abune Abune, which according to my research of the Weeaboo language, the Nihongo, it translates to saying how she is dangerous or danger danger if translated directly. It's not perfect, but I get the gist of it. Speaking of the stuff said in the trailer, I have a very rough idea of what was said in the trailer. Honestly, it isn't all that important as it is, to me, the typical banter you hear in any trailer given for a movie or any sort of special. But here is what we could find out about what was said. In this order, if you know me, then speak quickly. If you think you are a kitten, then do it. The Sasuke party has begun. Who are you? It isn't a game. Cats don't die. Again, nothing too important, just fueling the flames between the two groups or maybe a surprising third party, which I could only imagine there will be. Surprisingly, the only person we don't seem to see in this trailer is Fujiko. Another person missing is Yara too, but this takes place in the 1980s, so it makes sense that he's not here since he hasn't teamed up with Zenigata yet by then. We get to see Lupin, Jigen, Goemon, and Zenigata. The most different looking person for sure is Lupin, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think I like his new look, but I do think I need more time to see as he does come off a bit younger, and also he's wearing the pink jacket, which gives off heavy Part 3 vibes. Aside from the main characters, we do see one lady who appears to be a soldier of some kind, currently not sure of what her purpose is to the film, possibly having ties to the painting waiting to be stolen, or she is Fujiko in disguise. We will have to wait and see. Other exciting stuff this film has to offer is the soundtrack. Yuji Ono and Kazuo Otani, both Lupin III's and Cat's Eye's composers respectively, will be working together on this film, and you should all know how good Yuji Ono is. If you have not listened to Kazuo Otani's work, then please do yourself a favor and do so. This will definitely be a massive treat to the ears. Also, a quick mention to Hitomi Kisugi as her original voice actress from the 1980 anime and from the recent City Hunter movie is coming back to reprise her role yet again, which I find super awesome, and I'm excited to hear more of her performance. Honestly, despite my skepticism, I am still massively excited for this crossover and cannot wait for it to release. It will come out sometime in 2023 as an Amazon Prime exclusive, so be on the lookout for that and for my review of it once it comes out. Also, what did you think of the trailer? Are you excited for it or a bit wary like me? Does the art style turn you off a bit? Are you possibly hoping for a City Hunter reference or appearance? Let me know down in the comments below. And until next time everyone, farewell.